one of the founding fathers of National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAFF, Barrister Fred Akokia Esquire, was recently celebrated as he entered his retirement stage. The barrister, as he is popularly called, has contributed enormously to the growth of the association and the maritime industry. Founder of NAGAFF, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anyebunam, and other unit heads during the farewell party showered encomium on the barrister.
And you see things from perspective of law, while we see our own from it's done great. And I like to say that at the initial stage of New Nigeria People's Party, he was one of the presidential candidates of NNPP. He's quite a resourceful person by all standard. You know, for me as a person, I like to get involved in somebody who can, you know, create opportunity for me to know what I don't know. You know, sometimes you think you know something, but you really don't know it. Okay? And so that kind of situation creates some rowdy situation that we need to do further research to know who is right and who is wrong.
According to the national president of NAGAFF, Chief Tochukwu Ezesi, today we celebrate a cerebral man, a goal-getter, an enigma, a father of all, and above all, a perfect gentleman. The entire NAGAFF family wishes him well, and as the president, I will personally miss his wise counsel and sense of humor. I wish him well in retirement, and I pray that God will grant him longevity with good health of mind and body. Some various units spoke on behalf of their members.
Barrister is very articulate. Not many people. Barrister is also, I will call him a pharmacist. There is nothing that has to do with drugs that Barrister doesn't know. When he was in England, he worked in a pharmaceutical shop. And of course, for him to work in a pharmaceutical shop, he has to undergo certain trainings. Within that period of intensive training, Barrister was able to understand everything that has to do with drugs. So if you are with Barrister, you have any whatever thing, you know, you just tell him that, share that with him, that Barrister is like, I'm feeling this well. He will ask you to prescribe. And immediately he gives you, adhere strictly to that very prescription he has given to you. Just, you are okay. So Barrister is an all-rounder. I remember when my daughter, who wants to be a millionaire, my daughter scaled through. He was to sit on the horse seat. So we are making arrangements for the person who was going to be one of the backups. So I had to discuss with Barrister. Why did I discuss with Barrister? Because Barrister is an intelligent, is an all-rounder. He's an encyclopedia. There is no profession you mention today that Barrister does not have, a very good knowledge, you know. So Barrister
is one man that also easily gets agitated over injustices and intimidations and harassment of freight forwarders. If we are to follow his feelings and emotions, we will be in court every day because he likes to defend. He likes to go for justice. So one man that has that passion to push for justice, to push for equilibrium.
I started knowing him as from when I was chairman in Lily Pond, when we started getting closer and closer. But then he was a secretary to the president then. And later he became the deputy president under G. Nweke, Dr. G. Nweke. And he contested as the first president of New Nigerian People's Party. That was in 2003. The first presidential candidate of New Nigerian People's Party, an NPP, founded by Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anyebunam. the founder of NAGAFF too. So he also he has been a legal advisor to NAGAFF for a very, very long time, even up to today. He's still a senior legal advisor of NAGAFF, while Basorano to me is his junior. And as we speak, he is the current Secretary General of Board of Trustees of NAGAFF, BOT. And that man who has aspired, has committed so much time for NAGAFF. If I might say, he has at least the useful age in serving NAGAFF.
Mr. Fred Akokia is a father to the women. He's a father to us. Mr. Fred Akokia he has paid his price as far as NAGAFF is concerned. He has served NAGAFF. That is why today NAGAFF said we must celebrate him. We will not let him go home just like that. He's a man that NAGAFF have respect for. Mr. Fred Akokia is a father to the women. He's a father to us. Mr. Fred Akokia he has paid his price as far as NAGAFF is concerned. He has served NAGAFF.
The brief event, which took place at NAGAFF village in Apapa, Lagos, was well attended by stakeholders in the industry. The barrister equally took time to share his experience and how he entered NAGAFF.
I'm a legal advisor of NAGAFF. I have been a legal advisor before. I've been the Secretary General, and I've been the Deputy National President, headquarters. Said, well, because I'm leaving, I'm retiring to my village. So, and the founder said, well, it would be nice that I must be celebrated. That I've been with NAGAFF right from day one. I know how it is. So I cannot just live without being celebrated. So basically why we are gathered here today is to celebrate me. When we say NAGAFF, up NAGAFF, worldwide, one family, we look at ourselves as belonging to the same family. There's no acrimony, there's no, if you quarrel with somebody, you settle and you continue. We eat from the same plate, we drink from the same cup. So NAGAFF has been a very happy experience for me. I've gathered a lot of experience from.
While giving his fatherly and professional advice to the young freight forwarders, he said,
I will digress a little from here because we are training them. I am a lecturer in the NAGAFF Academy, and I've seen so many of them. They have come through us, and I will advise them to be humble, to wait for their own time. Don't try to overreach, because there are people. These are people I see every day, and for quite a while now I will not see them again for some time. I will miss NAGAFF, and that comradeship. Let me put it that way. I will miss that. But thank God for social media. I can still talk to any of them. I've even told the board. I'm presently the secretary of the board. And I've told them, each time there's anything very important to be discussed, we can do it on Zoom. The legacy I want to be remembered for is hard work. Because without hard work, you cannot say you have left any legacy. And I want everybody, every young freight forwarder to follow that path. Try to be as hardworking as you can be. If you are hardworking, the sky is not only your limit, it's just the starting point for you. This is the advice I will give to them. Let them not be in a hurry. Let them queue up and wait for their turn. Once they are focused on the ideas of NAGAFF and they are doing what NAGAFF says we should do, they have a very bright future. That is coming into NAGAFF is to follow the path of doing the right thing at the right time and doing it all the time. See, during my course of working here, when young freight forwarders come and say they have been arrested by the customs, they have been arrested by the police, and we have to step in. The first question we ask them, did you do the right thing? Why did they arrest you? Which is their right. If anybody arrests you, you have a right to say, why am I being arrested? Then, if they give you what happened, why the police or the customer are arresting them, we want to find out whether you did the right thing. because no policeman or custom officer will arrest you if you are doing the right thing. So this is the thing I will want to advise every one of them to follow. Do the right thing at all times. If you do that, know you a little story. I met Dr. Anie Bonham in 1980. We met him, myself and the late Brian Onyuke. It was Brian who introduced him to me. Then I was in the custom myself, and from then it's just been friendship. I employed him, Dr. Anie Bonham, in the customs. The letter of appointment he had, I signed it. So we have been together. He's a very, very reliable friend. He's a reliable, very, very nice person, very generous, and he tells you as it is. He doesn't mince words. It just tells you that, look, you are wrong here. Look, you are not right here. That is the kind of how I joined NAGAFF. Let me give you another story. When NAGAFF was starting in 1999, I think I was abroad then. But even while I was abroad, just like I told them, when I'm going home, that doesn't mean that I have cut off from NAGAFF. He was still relating with me. And when he was starting NAGAFF, he told me, because I knew him when he was a member of ANACA. He told me, and I said, okay, now I'm not in Nigeria. When I come back to Nigeria, we will talk about it. The very day I arrived in Nigeria, about 2 days later, I went to see him in his office at Apapa Port. Then they were all, he was running one platform they call Ojokoro Cement. That was his platform. And I met him in the office there. He was quite happy to see me. And then he brought up the idea again that, look, he's just starting an association, just like ANACA. And of course, he didn't need to even preach to me about it. I said, oh, I know you. I will go with you. I will be with you. So I joined. I joined NAGAFF just like that. And like the first thing, when I joined, I became the national secretary. I was the general secretary there for about 3-4 years. Then he was the chairman of NAGAFF, or the president rather of NAGAFF. I was his secretary general. Then from there, I graduated to being the deputy national president headquarters. And along the line, I have been a legal advisor before. So this is how the journey went on and on and on, and it's still going on. It's another stage of life I'm going into now. But like I told you, I am not stepping away from NAGAFF. I'm still part and parcel of NAGAFF. Though I might not be here physically, but spiritually I'm here.
The entire family of NAGAFF will miss the physical presence of Barrister Fred Akokia, and his name will never be forgotten in a hurry. Joy Enamna, Seabed TV.